Well, memorable event was when I was at school, and I remember I was preparing one presentation for a class, and I remember I was next to a classmate that was listening to music, and I remember I heard that song and I recognized most of the words that the singer was saying. And it was a memorable event because in that moment I recognized that I was able to understand when people speak in English. Well, my best friend is Macy Soto. She's a pretty nice person. I consider her my BF because she has been in my worst time um, when I didn't have no one else. She was by my side in order to help me with anything that I needed. She is tiny. She is pretty. She is light skinned. Um, she's middle sized. Um, and I love her because she has shown me her love in many ways. Well, my favorite place to visit on weekends are the kind of places like El Cerro Juan Alaines or El Picacho, places that places where I could have like contact with nature. I think it's important to visit this kind of places because in that way I mean, being in contact with nature, you are able to leave every single thing that is not making you happy, or you can do like a mindset reset in order to leave all the bad behind. Well, my happiness childhood memory is the time that where I was able to visit my grandpa in order to spend time with him. It's a happiness. It's a happiness memory, a childhood memory, because um, I was able to spend time with him, um, talk to him, and also share good experiences with him. It's uh, it's a happy childhood memory because I love my grandpa. Well, my most important possession is a watch that was given to me by my grandpa. I consider this watch as my most important possession because um, it's a it's a very good good thing in order to remind the good time that I was able to pass with my grandpa. It makes me remember all the good moments by my grandpa's side, and I consider it as my most important possession. A person that has inspired me was the math teacher that I had in high school, because I remember that I hated the math, but I remember she was able to teach me the math in order to love it, in order to leave the hate behind. And I remember she made me promise that I will be a good teacher. That's why I decided to study this degree, because I want to accomplish my promise. Well, I consider the most likely place to go to for eating is a restaurant that is called Matambritas. I consider it is the most likely place to eat, because I remember by those days I wasn't able to have a good relationship with my daddy. However, a day we went there for eating, and I remember that we was able to face any problem, every problem. We was able to share our ideas, our thoughts, in order to go ahead. Well, an important national holiday I consider um, Christmas, because this is a time, this is a date where we could um, we could forgive every single mistake that people maybe have had it with you, in order to spend a good family time, and also we can forget about bad things, in order to be prepared for good things to happen in life, things that we could enjoy in a best way, things that we could invested in many other important activities. Well, my favorite book is called Sleep of the Dead. It's my favorite book because it was one of the first books that I read in English, and I remember it's a very interesting book because it described the lives um, an unexpected actor that is looking for her first time acting. He went to London in order to start working in his profession. So it was a very interesting book because I learned a lot of vocabulary and also historic data. Well, I consider very close to my family, to Macy Soto, because since we are friends, my family love her. He loves my family, and also my family is trying every single time that telling me, Mason, can you please invite to Macy to come at house, and in order to have a very good time. in order to spend a very good time. So I consider since the time we are friends, she is very close to my family. Well, I don't know too much about Tegucigalpa. However, a very good place to have fun. I consider it is Santa Lucia or Valle de Angeles because these are like places where you could have like we could